Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Carl Ellis from Grateful Tour. It's a pleasure to be here. We're at the wonderful Villa Rheinperle. Absolutely beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you a little something about my life. Come join me. I was born in London town. It was fantastic. In the 70s, we had a wonderful time. Growing up was very, very tumultuous. We had a lot of good friends. London town was like that. I grew up, father studying law, mother was a housewife. It was a nice family. We had a nice household, very happy. I grew up at 18 and left home, found so many different things. The world was so exciting, you know. I remember being with lots of my friends. We went to ice skating, the Romford ice skating rink all those years ago, and it was fantastic. And then I got into, you know, certain games. It got really hard. Decided to try to leave, so I studied law for 2 years. I remember that in the Iranian College in London. They didn't go too well because I just couldn't focus my mind on what I really wanted to do. And so I left after 18 months. So it was, I learned quite a bit. It was exciting looking back now, but there were so many other things calling me, making me distracted. I couldn't really understand what was going on in the world. I was trying to understand the world myself. And it was fantastic because basically what happened was we got introduced to central London. We met a guy, I remember. He was an Asian guy and he had a really nice Porsche. And he was saying, oh guys, listen, come here, we got this great opportunity for you guys. Come and see a show. So we went to the place, it was actually called a Hippodrome at the time. And we went there and 19 years old, you see the lights, the girls, the dancing, the music, the alcohol. So I took that route and had a lot of fun growing up in London. That was for me a fantastic time looking back, but it was the beginning of something quite disastrous. What would you like to drink? Vodka and orange, pina colada, Carl Ellis and Grateful. It's just a little stunt there. Sorry about the shameful plug. But yeah, as I say, I grew up in London town. It was fantastic. We had a wonderful time. I started dancing, going to clubs, really got into the dancing. Didn't get into singing till I was 23. Had no idea what singing was about. Used to listen to the old groups like Jodeci, Boyz II Men, Whitney Houston, all-time greats, Mariah Carey, but I never had an inkling that I really wanted to sing. I actually met this friend who was in The Lion King. His name was Sean Escoffery, and he said to me, Carl, you know what, give it a try and do musicals, because he was actually in a wonderful, great musical in central London. And I said, okay then. I was a bit, you know, I wasn't really sure whether I wanted to do it, and I tried it, and I met this agent called Paul Spiker, and he took one look at me and he goes, you're a big lad, aren't you? I was like, well, yeah, my father was very small, mother was even smaller, and so we went for the audition, checked him out, he checked me out, he found out that he liked me, he said there was some potential there. I said, okay, great. 3 weeks after, we got an audition, a call for Notre Dame de Paris. Starred Tina Arena, many big stars from France. So I went for the audition, and the second song they asked me to sing, I did it, and the director jumped on the stage and he was like, I want that guy. That guy is fantastic. That guy is going to be Clopin. So I was completely shell-shocked. I had no idea what was going on. My first show, my first audition, and I got the part. And then after that, he was like, God, you know what, Carl, I can't believe it. It's never happened to anyone like that before. So I couldn't believe that I actually had got the part. So I was the first time in central London, in the West End, and that was fantastic. Met all the big people, went to all the parties, and it was fantastic.
And so I wrote this song.
Grateful Tour. I created Grateful Tour 3 years ago, 2015. Decided to leave Starlight Express because that was just such a great show, but the skating was just so difficult and I was getting tired, and you know, for a young guy like myself, it's sometimes difficult. But as I say, for me, Grateful Tour is a show that basically I created, I wrote, directed, because I felt it was time to tell the people a little bit about my life. I mean, people know me in Germany, and I decided to create Grateful. It's all about giving back in this life. I think you reach a certain age and you just think to yourself, you know what, I've lived life, I've had fun, I've had excitement, it's been absolutely fantastic. But what I want to do now, I want to give back. You start counting the years, you start realizing that, yeah, you know, you're still young, but you know that there's going to be an end. Nobody lives forever. And so that's why I created Grateful, was because of that. And just to kind of give back and to give glory really to God for all the things he's done. I'm very grateful. It could have been so much worse in my life. And, you know, I'll tell you one little story also. In the year of 2016, I had a car crash, and I completely smashed my jaw, completely broke my jaw. It was in fragments. You could still see the scar right there. It was not a very pretty sight. But after that, I couldn't sing. It affected my spine, my C3, C4, C5. I was completely messed up. I didn't know what to do. As a result of that, I had nodules and so many things just prevented me from singing. And it's only when you lose something do you realise that, you know, you realise how much you should appreciate things. And so many things happened, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to start appreciating things now, because it's one of those things, you know, life is all about appreciation, makes you a better person. Yeah, and so I had the car crash. I came back after the car crash, and that was like 7 months I was away. I couldn't sing for 7 months, and for me it was very hard. It was very difficult to actually try to get back onto track again and start singing. And I prayed. I was like, God, you know what? I need to pray. I need to really ask for some spiritual help, because the doctors had no idea. The doctors didn't know anything. They really couldn't. They were stuck. They couldn't do anything, and it was quite hard for me. And you know, when the doctor tells you there's nothing they can do, but just let the healing happen, you kind of you need to rely on something. And so I decided, you know what, it's got to be God. Then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I could stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. Nice. yeah, it's what we do. You know, we're so grateful for a voice. So many gifts, so many talents. People have got so much gifts and so many talents. It's just, I just enjoy singing. You know, I enjoy it. It's nothing that I really, you know, try to take any pride in, because you know everyone's got a voice. Everyone can sing. But yeah, we got some more stuff to show you. Come and join us, please. So here we are in a wonderful heart with the giant golden seats. And so I'm here, and this reminds me of when I used to live with my father and mother in London, and they were just such cool parents. You know, my father was very calm, very calm. My mother had a huge aggressive streak, and she was a very strong woman. You know, I know women struggle. Women have it really hard in this life, you know, and just being a woman. And I'm a father of 3 girls. Can you believe it? So I've got 3 girls that I'm really trying my best to grow up, and it's fantastic. But I know that women have it very hard in this world, and you know, my mother really tried her hardest to put the food on the table, to make us happy, to make us, you know, be in a very warm household. So I never take that for granted, and that's why, you know, I joined. That's why I created the Grateful Tour, to give charity to children and give some money over a little bit I make. I like to give to the people, not because I want to be a goody two-shoes, but because I know growing up, having a childhood is so important. If you have a nice childhood, you spend the second half of your life enjoying it. But if you have a bad childhood, then you just, you know, your whole life is destroyed as a child. So for me, it's very important, children, you know, kids, having kids, and just giving them the best that you can possibly offer. So.
Come with me, together we can rule this world. Hit the ceiling. Gonna feel better in the morning. Feel better in the morning. Hit the ceiling. I'm gonna feel better in the morning. Feel better in the morning.
I came to Germany 2004, and I was under the instructions of my agent in London. He said, "Carl, you know what? Give Germany a try. It'd be great for you to be in the show Starlight Express." And I'd recently seen Starlight Express at the Apollo a long time ago now. And I was shocked that they wanted me, and I went for the audition, and lo and behold, I got that part as well. I was just so shocked. I played Papa, the Alte Dampflok, and that was so much fun. It was fantastic. Met some really nice people there, and that's how I started. And I actually had to learn German. We had to sing the whole show in German. It was absolutely wonderful. It was such a challenge that I felt I needed to have, and so I took the challenge, and I got the part, and it was fantastic. We had a really good time, and that's what brought me to Germany. Germany for me was absolutely fantastic. It was new, the people were completely different, not what I was used to. The culture was completely different, the language was completely different. I'm still trying to get a hold of the language. The language is something that it's going to take me, I think, a lifetime. I'm always commuting back and forth from to England, so it's one of those things. But London was for me now a second home, and you know, we decided to move to London, to Germany. We stayed in Germany, and that's what's brought me here right now. So that was one part of my life as to why I created Grateful. is because of obviously the car crash that really destroyed my part of my life, because it really stopped me from doing many things. The second one was the operation that I had, and you know, the eye operation. People always say to me, "Why are you wearing those glasses? You just trying to look cool and you try to look sweet." And I always say, "No, it's not. There's a reason for this." And you know, again, the doctor were at a complete standstill. Couldn't do anything else. So the eye operation went wrong. There's so many things you go in life, you know, people, and you just end up learning to appreciate. I mean, I don't know, it's just one of those things, really, when you have so many things going on, and you know, you just end up broken, and you just end up realizing that you are just human, and life becomes something of an hourglass kind of thing. And so I decided to really do something to make a change, and I really want to make a change. I'm no one special in that sense, but I want to make a change in this world, and if I can do that through my music, yeah, that's exactly what I want to do.
How can I break free from all this misery? Had I seen it, would have changed my mind. It ain't worth it. From breaking from the strife, all the hurting. People have done wrong. I was never strong.
Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to look into our reflection and think about the things that we need to do in our lives to make the world a better place. I like taking a look into the reflection. Sometimes it's a hard thing to do, sometimes it's difficult, but you know, we have to do it. And I had to do it in my life. It was such a hard thing to do, to look into your reflection and try to make a change, make things better. Grateful Tour is all about trying to make things better for the people. Thank you for the tour, thank you for joining us, thank you for watching. Please share it, this video. We're so grateful. We have so many shows coming up in 2018 and 19. We've got bookings ready for 2019. If you're in Lithuania, 2018-19, we're there. Follow us. We're on carlelismusic.com. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We are there. And we wish you guys a real peaceful, wonderful life. And I hope to see you guys soon. As I say, this is the Vogue room where everyone comes and takes their pictures. And this place is really fantastic, guys. We love you guys. Take care. Ciao.